my name is Rika.
My name is Fatin.
And we are going to tell a story about
Baker and Bread Thief.
Once upon a time, there was a boy that has named Daryl. He is a baker who worked at the Baxter Bakery. As usual, he always ate his lunch under the big tree. He started to open his lunch bag and ate his hot bread. But suddenly, his bread is rolling down and goes into the hole. He tried to catch the bread. He stuck his head into the hole, but he cannot find his bread. He is mumbling. Oh, what a funny day! I lost my lunch and I just got this big stone.
Then he threw the stone, and the stone fell right on a hard rock, so that the surface of the stone cracked and showed something glittering inside. Daryl quickly ran towards the stone, and he was surprised. He saw the gold in the stone, gold that gleamed in the light of the midday sun. With trembling hands, he picked up the gold and watched for a moment. Hurriedly, he put it in his pocket and ran from his place of work.
With this gold, I no longer to have to live hard anymore and just be a baker.
He went to the shop to sell his gold. Wow, where did you get this gold? This is really extraordinary gold.
I think I get inheritance from my distant relative. Oh, come on, I just sell this one to you. Hurry up.
Daryl gets a lot of money from that gold, and every day he goes to a restaurant for a sumptuous meal.
One night, when he was at the restaurant, he overheard the conversation at the table next to him. Hey, do you heard story about Edgar?
The story that I heard that Edgar got a lot of inheritance from his grandfather, and now he is a millionaire.
You missed the story. Now Edgar is poor. He has spent all the treasure on the silly thing. Not even he begged a plate of food.
Arriving at home, Daryl pensive thinking about the conversation he heard at the restaurant.
I don't want to be like Edgar. I have to have my own business to make my money keep flowing. But I don't have any ability, so what I have to do? Wait a minute. How if I have a great and big bakery? Yeah, that can make me famous and great also.
He suddenly remembered that he had no ability to make a good bread. And then an evil thought crossed his mind. He thought to steal the recipe from Baxter Bakery. One night, Daryl goes to the Mr. Baxter Bakery and he tried to open the window at Baxter Bakery. He learned from the Baxter Bakery, from the owner, that he kept the recipe under the drawer of the portrait of Mr. Baxter wearing a blue apron. And he tried to open the drawer and snatch the recipe. Suddenly, he put it in his pocket and he disappeared in the darkness of the night. 6 months later, Daryl's bakery stands majestically in the center of the town. He did a big promotion, so many people come to his bakery. For time to time, Daryl's bakery became so big and popular. Even the royal family became one of his customers.
One morning, Daryl saw Mr. Baxter close down the bakery for good. He has gone bankrupt, and Daryl laughed at that. I am more powerful than anyone. With money, I can buy everything I want. And now, Daryl was invited in many birthday parties. This condition made him so arrogant. And he also desired them into the scum of society. He doesn't care about the life of the poor. He forget that he ever lived poor.
One night, a starving boy tried to pry open the window at Daryl's bakery.
The boy is creeping slowly, and he took some bread. But suddenly, a zebra rat appears in front of him. He gets startled and starts to run, but he hit the oil lamp. The oil lamp is spilled out and starts to burn the curtain. The fire breaks out.
The window that he had entered was engulfed in flames. He cannot get out. Suddenly, he saw a rat running into a hole. He followed the rats and he can get out from Daryl's bakery. But he was frightened for a moment. He not moved for a second. News of the fire soon spread widely. Someone tells Daryl about his bakery, and Daryl quickly ran towards his bakery.
At the time, the large crowd already there watching of the fire without doing nothing.
Daryl looked at his bakery with mixed feeling.
Put out the fire immediately!
But no one put out the fire.
But when Daryl realized the crowd is staring at something, he followed their gaze, and his gaze is fall into the figure of the boy that crawled up trembling, and from his little hand is come out the bread that he has stolen.
With anger rising, he shouted at the crowd.
Here's come the thief! This thief is set my precious bakery on fire! Catch him! Catch him and kill him!
But no one moved to do what he was told.
Someone stepped forward from the crowd, and he is Mr. Baxter.
We all don't know how to help you. It's just like you don't know how to help us who are starving. Even the rats know how to help the boy from the starvation. And you also forget that I have saved you for a long hunger.
And Mr. Baxter handed a bag of bread which still warm to Daryl's hand, and Daryl could not refuse it because he is hungry.
I don't know why I spend the rest of my money to make a special bun. It's just like someone still needs my breads. Now, you better stay in my house and eat the bread while it's still warm. Daryl suddenly burst into tears.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I have so mean to all of you. I have stole your secret recipe, and I make the other lost their job. This all is because of me. I make all this mess. I'm sorry and forgive me.
Mr. Baxter patted at Daryl's shoulder and walked towards the frightened boy and helped him up. And he said to everyone, "Hey, everyone, I still have the bread at home. Let's eat together. I also have the breadcrumbs for you, rats."
Mr. Baxter, I think I still have some money in my pocket. So how if tomorrow we rebuild the Baxter bakery together? Everyone cheers.
Until now, you can see a Baxter Bakery, which is located right in the canyon of the hill leading to the palace.
The bakery is always decorated with the yellow triangular flag with the blue apron on it. There you can see also they're working making bread with so much enthusiasm.
The end. Thank you.
Thank you.